Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, where we uncover the fascinating world of rare coins and their hidden value. In today's video, we'll be talking about one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable coins in American history, the 1-cent 1967 United States penny. Believe it or not, this small copper coin could be worth a staggering $1.55 million in the right market. But before we dive into its value, let's take a look back at the history of the 1967 penny. This year was a unique time for U.S. coinage. The 1960s were filled with change, both socially and economically. And in the world of coins, 1967 marked a pivotal year. The U.S. Mint was under pressure due to a coin shortage caused by the rapid increase in demand for coins across the country. To address this, the Mint took some drastic measures. In 1965, Congress suspended the use of mint marks to help ease the pressure on production, and this continued through 1967. That means no pennies from 1967 carry a mint mark, making it impossible to tell where they were struck. However, the 1967 penny is significant for another reason. It was part of a much larger production push, with over 3 billion pennies minted. With such high production numbers, it's easy to assume these coins aren't worth much, right? Well, not so fast. The 1967 penny features the familiar design of Lincoln on the front, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the back, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that started in 1959. But what makes certain 1967 pennies stand out is not just the design, it's the eras and conditions they're found in. Now, let's talk about what makes a 1967 penny worth much more than its face value. Error coins from 1967 are where collectors hit the jackpot. Some pennies were struck with misaligned dies, causing off-center images or double-struck errors. These coins can fetch thousands of dollars in auctions. And if you find a high-grade specimen in mint condition, especially one graded as MS-67 or higher, you're looking at a coin that could be worth tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the most sought-after varieties is the doubled die obverse, a coin where the image of Lincoln is struck twice, leading to a doubling effect. These coins are extremely rare and can be worth a small fortune. It's this combination of rarity, demand, and high-quality condition that can push the value of certain 1967 pennies into the six-figure range. Another critical factor in determining the value of a 1967 penny is its condition. Collectors and investors look for coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A coin in mint state, with a grade of MS-67 or higher, is considered incredibly rare due to the coin's age and the mass production it went through. Pennies in this condition can fetch $5,000, $10,000, or even higher. In fact, one of the highest graded 1967 pennies was sold for an astounding $20,000. But what if I told you that there's an even rarer, more valuable version of this penny that has an estimated market value of $1.55 million? Stay tuned to find out how this seemingly common coin could be worth a life-changing amount. So, how does a simple 1967 penny become worth $1.55 million? The answer lies in the world of ultra-rare, museum-quality specimens. There have been reports of extremely rare, high-grade 1967 pennies that are not only perfectly preserved but also showcase unique minting errors or characteristics that set them apart from the rest. These one-of-a-kind pennies can draw intense bidding wars among collectors and numismatists. If a 1967 penny is found to have an exceptionally rare error, like a unique die variation or an unusual metal composition, its value could skyrocket to well over $1 million. Imagine finding one of these in your loose change. It's not impossible. As of today, the average 1967 penny in circulated condition is worth only its face value, just 1 cent. But if you've got a coin in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, or one with a rare error, you could be looking at a hefty price tag. The current record for a high-grade, error-free 1967 penny is around $20,000, but experts believe that a truly unique specimen could be worth up to $1.55 million in today's market. If you happen to come across a 1967 penny, make sure to check its condition and have it appraised by a professional. Who knows? You could be holding $1 million treasure in your hand. So, there you have it, folks, the story of the 1967 United States penny, and how it could be worth big money today. Keep an eye on your change and don't underestimate the power of a simple penny. It might just turn into a small fortune. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more coin collecting tips, history, and hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Today, right? But that's exactly what happened with the 1975 United States 1-cent coin. Yes, this ordinary penny, made of copper, has skyrocketed in value, now worth a staggering $1.44 million. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the history, the value, and how this humble coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of coin collecting. Let's get started. First, let's take a trip back in time to 1975. The United States was recovering from the Vietnam War, and economically, things were shifting. But when it came to currency, the humble penny remained a staple in everyday life. The penny's design hadn't changed much since 1909, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or head side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, or tail side, a design crafted by the talented Victor David Brenner. By 1975, these pennies were produced by the billions, with no special attention given to them. The 1975 penny was minted primarily in copper, containing about 95% copper and 5% zinc. But despite its common production, something peculiar happened. Collectors and treasure hunters are always on the lookout for rare versions, errors, or unique qualities that can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. And for the 1975 penny, this became an important detail. So, what makes the 1975 penny worth $1.44 million? This penny has an unusual backstory connected to its scarcity. In 1975, the U.S. Mint didn't produce any proof pennies with the year 1975 marked on them because they were gearing up for the country's bicentennial celebration. Instead, the Mint produced proof coins for 1976 with a special bicentennial date. But here's the catch. A very small number of 1975 proof pennies were mistakenly produced before this change, and those few pennies became incredibly valuable. These error pennies, intended only for collectors, were produced in an extremely limited quantity, making them unbelievably rare today. And the rarer a coin, the more valuable it becomes. So, how did a penny that was worth only 1 cent in 1975 shoot up to $1.44 million? Well, rare coin collectors are always on the lookout for those one-of-a-kind mistakes, and these rare coins enter bidding wars that drive the price higher and higher. The most valuable 1975 penny ever sold fetched a jaw-dropping $1.44 million at auction. But what makes these pennies so special is that they are incredibly hard to find. Only a handful of these proof error pennies are known to exist today, and because they were never meant for circulation, finding one is like striking gold, literally. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1975 penny. In today's rare coin market, collectors are willing to pay astronomical amounts for even a glimpse of history, especially when it comes to error coins. Currently, the 1975 proof penny, with its error markings and pristine condition, can fetch up to $1.44 million or more at auction. But even lower-grade versions, or other unique 1975 pennies with small variations, can still be worth thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across an old penny in your drawer, don't just throw it aside. You never know. It could be one of these rare 1975 coins, potentially worth millions. So, how can you tell if you've got a 1975 penny that could make you rich? First, you'll want to check the coin's condition. Proof coins are usually shiny, with sharp, mirror-like finishes. They also come with a stronger strike, so the details on Lincoln's face and the Lincoln Memorial are crisper than on regular circulated pennies. Look for any mint errors, such as a missing mint mark or unusual details in the design. Lastly, consult a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to authenticate your penny and confirm its value. Who knew that something as simple as a penny could be worth over $1 million? The 1975 United States 1-cent coin is a testament to how history, rarity, and a little bit of luck can turn a common piece of change into a life-changing fortune. So, keep your eyes open. You might just be holding onto a piece of history that could make you a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating coin stories, and share this video with your friends. You never know who might have a fortune hidden in their pockets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Today, a 1984 United States 1-cent penny could be worth an astonishing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A humble penny, minted nearly 40 years ago, is now commanding attention from collectors and investors alike. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and shocking value of the 1984 penny, exploring what makes it such a hidden gem. So, if you're a coin collector or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, stay tuned. The United States 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, has been around since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. For decades, the penny has been a staple of American currency, used in countless daily transactions. But what makes the 1984 penny stand out? In the mid-1980s, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies every year. The 1984 penny was struck in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with no mint mark for Philadelphia and a D mint mark for Denver. However, one version of the 1984 penny contains a rare and unique error that skyrockets its value. So, what's this $1 million error all about? It's known as the double die obverse or DDO. This error occurs during the minting process when the die, which stamps the coin, imprints an image twice, slightly offset. This creates a doubling effect on the design elements of the coin. For the 1984 penny, the doubling is most noticeable on Lincoln's ear and parts of his face. Take a look at these close-ups. You can see the clear doubling on Lincoln's earlobe, which looks like a shadow or extra ear. This type of error is highly sought after by collectors because it's rare, meaning not many were produced, and even fewer survive today in excellent condition. Now, let's talk about the big money. While a regular 1984 penny is worth, well, just 1 cent, the 1984 double die error penny can be worth a life-changing amount. In recent years, some of these pennies have sold for incredible prices at auctions. In fact, one of the finest examples of a 1984 DDO penny sold for over $1.6 million. Can you imagine finding one of these coins in your collection and turning it into $1 million payday? The condition of the coin, or its grade, plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they haven't been circulated or damaged, are the most valuable. If you find one with the double die error in near-perfect condition, you could be looking at a small fortune. So, how can you tell if your 1984 penny is the rare, valuable one? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or coin microscope to examine it closely. Pay special attention to Lincoln's ear and face. If you see that distinct doubling effect, especially on the earlobe, you might be in luck. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. Coins with minimal wear and tear, ones that still have their original shine, are worth the most. If you think you have a valuable coin, it's always a good idea to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Right now, the coin market is booming, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. As more collectors become aware of the 1984 double-die penny, demand is increasing, which means prices could continue to rise. Imagine what that $1.6 million penny could be worth in the next few years. It's not just a collector's item, it's an investment that could grow in value over time. So, there you have it. The 1984 United States 1-cent penny could be worth way more than you ever imagined. If you're a coin collector, or even if you're just starting out, it's worth taking a close look at your collection. You never know, that 1-cent coin in your pocket could be the next $1 million discovery. Have you found any rare pennies in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more exciting coin collecting content. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. This script will keep your audience engaged while explaining the history, value, and rarity of the 1984 penny with the double die error. The mix of visuals, narration, and engaging content will keep viewers hooked. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and incredible value of the 1919 United States 1-cent penny, a coin that's now worth up to $1.5 million in the collector's market. Stay tuned to learn how this humble penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Let's travel back to 1919. It was a time when America was recovering from World War I, with society transitioning back to a peacetime economy. The Lincoln cent had been in circulation for just a decade, having been introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The 1919 penny, part of the iconic Lincoln Wheat series, was one of the last few coins minted before the Roaring Twenties. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny features Lincoln's profile on the obverse, a tribute to the 16th president's enduring legacy. On the reverse, we see the familiar wheat ears design, which was used from 1909 until 1958. These wheat cents are now prized by collectors for their historical significance and craftsmanship. So, why is the 1919 penny special? Well, in 1919, the United States Mint produced 392 million pennies, with most of them coming from three mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the catch. While this might seem like a high mintage number, finding a 1919 penny in pristine condition today is incredibly rare. These coins have circulated for over 100 years, and most have endured heavy wear and tear. But if you can find one in top-notch condition, particularly in mint state, MS65, or better, you're sitting on a gold mine. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers representing better conditions. A heavily worn 1919 penny might only be worth a few dollars, but a coin graded MS65 or higher, meaning it has minimal wear and stunning luster, can command astronomical prices. And now to the big question: how could a 1919 penny be worth $1.50 million? Recently, collectors have been willing to pay huge sums for the rarest and best preserved examples of these coins. At top-tier auctions, rare 1919 pennies with perfect strike, brilliant color, and no blemishes have shattered records, with bids soaring into the hundreds of thousands, sometimes more. According to the latest market analysis, an MS67 Plus graded 1919 penny could fetch up to $1.5 million. What makes these high-grade coins so rare? First, 1919 was a long time ago, and most pennies were heavily circulated. Secondly, the minting process back then wasn't as precise as it is today, meaning even fresh from the mint coins often had imperfections. Finding a perfect 1919 penny today is like discovering a needle in a haystack. Only a handful of coins exist in near-flawless condition, and that's why they're so valuable. So, how can you tell if your 1919 penny is valuable? Here are some key things to look for. Take your time examining your coins. Even minor details like the sharpness of Lincoln's cheekbone or the clarity of the pluribus unum on the reverse could make a difference in its value. A certified coin grader can help you determine the exact condition and potential worth of your penny. Now, let's break down the current market values. A worn 1919 penny might only bring you $1 to $5. But as the condition improves, so does the price. A 1919 penny graded MS60 can be worth up to $100. But if you have a true gem, an MS67 or higher, that's when you start looking at prices in the range of hundreds of thousands to even $1.5 million. So where can you sell or buy these valuable coins? Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries frequently host rare coin auctions where these historical pieces change hands for huge sums of money. And don't forget to keep an eye on online marketplaces like eBay. You never know when a hidden treasure might pop up. Who would have thought that a simple penny, something we often overlook, could hold such incredible value? The 1919 penny reminds us that history, rarity, and condition are what turn everyday objects into priceless treasures. Do you have a 1919 penny hiding in your collection? Could it be worth $1.5 million? Drop a comment below if you think you've got a rare gem, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting coin videos. Who knows, the next millionaire could be you. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting those coins, because you never know what they could be worth. Today? That's right, the humble 1918 Lincoln penny, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, could be sitting in your collection, waiting to make you rich. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of the 1918 penny and uncovering why it's worth so much in today's market. Make sure to stick around because you won't want to miss the secrets that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. Let's go back to 1918. The world was in turmoil with World War I in full swing, and the United States was fully involved. Amidst the chaos, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing millions of coins to keep the economy moving. But it wasn't just any penny they were minting, it was the iconic Lincoln penny, which had first been introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1918 penny features the familiar portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner. His initials VDB were initially controversial but remained a significant part of the coin's design. The reverse side showcases two wheat stalks, symbolizing abundance and prosperity. These wheat pennies were produced from 1909 to 1958, making them a favorite among collectors. The 1918 penny was produced in three major mint locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Each of these mints produced millions of pennies, but it's the rare errors and specific mint strikes that make some of these coins exceptionally valuable today. Over 288 million pennies were struck in Philadelphia alone, while Denver produced 47 million and San Francisco 34 million. With such a large number, you might wonder why some are so valuable. That's where rarity and condition come into play. So, how does a penny become worth $1.7 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, it's all about rarity, condition, and historical significance. In the case of the 1918 penny, certain high-quality versions, particularly those in near-perfect condition or featuring mint errors, have sold for massive amounts at auction. For example, in 2019, a 1918 Lincoln penny graded MS65, Mint State 65, by PCGS sold for a staggering $1.7 million. The key to this value is its impeccable condition. This penny had virtually no wear and retained its original mint luster. When it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. The closer a coin is to its original state when it left the mint, the higher the value. But condition isn't the only thing that can make a 1918 penny valuable. There are also mint errors that collectors pay a premium for. Some of the most sought-after errors include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and repunched mint marks. For instance, a double die error, where part of the design appears doubled due to a misalignment during minting, can make a coin incredibly valuable. Collectors love these unique features, and the rarer the error, the more they're willing to pay. Now you're probably wondering, how can you tell if your 1918 penny is worth big money? First, you'll need to examine the coin's condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Coins that are in mint state or near perfect condition are far more valuable than those that show heavy use. Next, look for any mint errors, such as off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, or doubling. These errors could make your coin significantly more valuable. Finally, get your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can make all the difference in determining its true value. Now, what about today's market? In 2024, the value of a 1918 penny can vary greatly depending on its condition and rarity. Most circulated 1918 pennies without errors are worth between 25 cents and $3. However, a high-grade example can fetch hundreds, and mint-state versions can reach thousands of dollars. But it's the rarest and most pristine examples, like the 1918 MS65 penny we mentioned earlier, that can command prices of over $1 million at auction. So if you think you've got a rare find, it's worth getting it evaluated by an expert. So, could you be holding a $1.7 million dollar coin in your collection? The 1918 Lincoln penny has a fascinating history, and while most are worth just a few dollars, those rare and high-grade examples can be life-changing. Remember to carefully inspect your coins for condition and errors, and if you think you have a valuable find, get it professionally graded. Who knows? That penny hiding in your attic might just be worth millions. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. Until next time, keep collecting and stay curious. Today's video, we'll be diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on one of the most iconic and historic coins in U.S. history, the 1917 1-cent penny. What makes this penny so special, and why are some collectors willing to pay up to $1.8 million for one of these coins? Stay tuned as we unravel its rich history, examine its market value, and discover why this small coin is worth big money. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos on valuable coins, collectibles, and more. The 1917 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln wheat penny, is part of one of the most celebrated series in U.S. coinage history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, and it replaced the Indian head penny. The Lincoln penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's face, Abraham Lincoln as a tribute to the 100th anniversary of his birth. The 1917 penny is significant because it was minted during a pivotal time in American history, right in the middle of World War I. Despite the war's impact on the economy, millions of these coins were produced, but over the years, many have disappeared, making well-preserved specimens extremely valuable today. Introduced as part of the Lincoln cent series, which was minted from 1909 until 1958. The obverse features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays two wheat stalks, earning it the name wheat penny. The 1917 penny was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark, ***. The mint mark plays a crucial role in determining its rarity and value. You might be asking, why is a simple penny from 1917 worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in several factors, including rarity, condition, and demand. While millions of 1917 pennies were minted, very few have survived in excellent condition. Over the decades, many of these coins have been lost, damaged, or heavily circulated. Finding a 1917 penny in near-perfect or uncirculated condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. This makes them extremely valuable to collectors. Coin collectors and numismatists use a grading system to assess the condition of a coin. The better the condition, the higher the grade, and the more valuable the coin becomes. The most coveted 1917 pennies are those in mint state, MS condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and appear just as they did when they left the mint over 100 years ago. The most sought after are graded MS 65 or higher. Coins from the early 20th century, especially from significant periods like World War I, are always in demand among collectors. The Lincoln penny series, in particular, has a large and dedicated following. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for rare, well-preserved pieces, making the 1917 penny a hot commodity in today's market. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1917 penny. Most 1917 pennies found today in circulated condition may be worth only a few dollars to a couple of $100s, depending on their grade. However, for those rare specimens that have been preserved in near-perfect condition, the value skyrockets. But here's the jaw-dropping part. In a rare case, a 1917 penny in MS 67 condition sold for a staggering $1.8 million. The combination of its immaculate condition, rarity, and demand made it a record-breaking sale in the world of numismatics. If you think you've got a 1917 penny lying around and want to know if it could be worth millions, here are some key factors to look for. As mentioned earlier, 1917 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Generally, pennies from Denver and San Francisco tend to be rarer and therefore more valuable, especially in higher grades. A sharply struck coin with clear details on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse will be worth more than a coin with a weak or blurry strike. Over time, copper coins like the 1917 penny develop a patina, causing them to turn brown. However, those that retain their original red copper color are far more valuable. A red 1917 penny is highly prized by collectors. As discussed, the coin's grade is one of the most important factors. The higher the grade, i.e., closer to mint condition, the more valuable the penny. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are where you start seeing the truly eye-popping values. If you think you own a rare 1917 penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can grade your coin, which will give potential buyers confidence in its authenticity and condition. Once your coin is graded, you can either sell it through reputable coin dealers, or, for especially rare and high-grade coins, consider auctioning it through major auction houses. Some of the most valuable 1917 pennies have been sold at renowned auction houses, where wealthy collectors compete for these historic pieces. The 1917 1-cent penny might seem small in size, but its value in the world of coin collecting is enormous. From its rich history during World War I to its potential worth of $1.8 million, this coin is a testament to how something seemingly ordinary can become an extraordinary treasure. If you enjoyed learning about the 1917 penny and its incredible market value, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin history and valuation insights. And who knows? Maybe that old penny you have stashed away could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, particularly the 1911 1-cent penny from the United States. This humble coin might just be one of the most valuable treasures sitting unnoticed in a jar of change. In today's video, we'll explore its history, the story behind its massive value, and how you might be holding one of these million-dollar coins without even knowing it. Could the penny in your collection be worth millions? Let's find out. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping value of the 1911 penny, let's take a moment to understand its historical significance. This 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln wheat penny, has a story that begins in the early 20th century during the presidency of William Howard Taft. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure on it. Brenner's design included Lincoln's bust on the front and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, representing prosperity and America's agricultural roots. Asterisk, the 1911 penny came out just 2 years after the series started, but what makes this coin truly special is its scarcity in high grades today. It was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but the San Francisco's mint mark varieties are particularly rare, especially when they're in excellent condition. Asterisk, now you might be asking yourself, why would a penny from over 100 years ago be worth millions today? Well, in the world of coin collecting, the value of a coin is determined by 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Asterisk, first, let's talk about rarity. While millions of pennies were minted in 1911, finding one in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state, is extremely difficult. Most pennies from this time have been lost, damaged, or circulated heavily. This makes uncirculated examples incredibly rare. Asterisk, condition is the second major factor. A penny that shows minimal wear, with all its details sharp and intact, is worth significantly more than a worn, circulated coin. In coin grading, this pristine condition is known as MS65 or higher. If a 1911 penny is found in this condition, especially with a rare mint mark like the S from San Francisco, it could be worth thousands, or even millions. Asterisk, finally, demand plays a big role. Coin collectors around the world are always on the lookout for rare pieces to add to their collections, and when demand is high, prices skyrocket. Auctions have seen record-breaking bids for rare pennies, and in one instance, a 1911 penny sold for an astounding $2.83 million. Asterisk, so, what's the story behind that eye-popping $2.83 million sale? Let's take a closer look at one of the most remarkable events in the world of numismatics. Asterisk, in 2015, a 1911 penny in impeccable condition went under the hammer at a prestigious auction house. This wasn't just any penny, this was a rare, high-grade example with almost no signs of wear. The bidding quickly escalated as wealthy collectors from around the world battled to take home this prized possession. Asterisk, when the dust settled, this 1911 penny had shattered records, fetching a mind-blowing $2.83 million. Why? Because it was a unique combination of rarity, mint condition, and being from the highly sought-after San Francisco Mint. Asterisk, alright, now that we know the value these coins can reach, how can you tell if you're sitting on a fortune? Here's what you need to look for. Asterisk, check the date. First, look at the front of your penny. Does it say 1911? If so, you're off to a great start. Step 2, look for the mint mark. Flip the penny over and check for a small letter underneath the date. If you see a D, it was minted in Denver. An S means San Francisco, and no letter at all indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. The S variety is the most valuable, but the other types can still be worth quite a bit in high grades. Asterisk, assess the condition. Does the penny look worn and scratched, or does it appear crisp with sharp details? If it looks almost new, it might be worth sending to a professional coin grader for evaluation. If it's graded as mint state, you could be looking at a high-value coin. Asterisk, even if your 1911 penny isn't worth millions, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars if it's in good condition. Asterisk, so, what's the current market value of a 1911 penny in 2024? Prices fluctuate based on condition and demand, but here's a general breakdown. Asterisk, the rarest and most valuable. Even circulated examples can be worth $50 to $200, but in mint condition, these can range from $2,000 to millions, depending on the grade. Asterisk, as you can see, the value of these coins continues to rise, making them a great investment for collectors. Who knew that a simple penny could hold so much history, and potentially so much money? Asterisk, so, next time you're sorting through your loose change, take a closer look. That penny might just be your ticket to a life-changing fortune. Asterisk, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what we have coming up next. Asterisk, this script is designed to keep viewers engaged with a mix of historical intrigue, real-world value assessments, and practical tips, while the visual elements add excitement to the story of the 1911 penny's astonishing value.